What up? It's your boy T-Bear in reaction. Today is Film Friday. Now we about to get into the main course of Film Friday, which is the Dead Meat Kill Count. So we're back to the regularly scheduled program where I put out a poll out to see which should be my next kill count as I finish the Hellraiser series, which he won't be doing for a while. And for those asked, somebody did tell me that I gotta check the end of the turkey Thanksgiving killing day. I'm gonna do that after this though. But I get to this. But get my thoughts together. So yeah, I did check out. I did get a glimpse of the schedule or anything. I'm looking forward to the next kill counts that Dead Meat comes out. But speaking of that, let me check something out real quick. What up? I'm back. I tell you what, that's gonna be my my part. I'm gonna make this part of the kill count reaction is check out the kill count schedule and future plans. But for right now, let's get into today's kill count. Now, I went back to the polls now, asking which one should be the kill count. As you know, last poll before I went to the Hellraiser series, it was the PG Gorman. PG Gorman was the top winning pair between that and Benny Loves You. So with that being said, Benny Loves You was being run up, and the lowest kill count that was saved alive was paired together, and I put a new kill count poll, shaking things up a bit with the following choices: Benny Loves You and Alive, Don't Breathe and Escape Room, Cooties and Countdown, Mayhem and Spookies, and Behind the Mask with Tammy T. Rex, with Tammy T. Rex and Spookies being the two new entries. Now, that being said, with a landslide victory, the winning duo was Benny Loves You and Alive, and the loser duo was Countdown and Cooties. Well, look, at the time, then you got tied up with Spookies, but this is before that because it was down to 5. But anyway, now as far as the losing duo, out of the two that was saved, Countdown was saved at 72%. So Cooties will go into the Shadow Realm and wait for the loser bracket. As for the kill count a day with another landslide of 90%, today kill count will be Benny Loves You, which was the runner from the last poll between that and PG Gorman. So now we're gonna check out Benny Loves You. Benny Loves You, I was curious of because folks told me to check it out and everything, especially they said it might have some good gore, some good kills in there as well too. And I'm wondering what this is all about because the cover had a puppet in it. I'm curious. So without further ado, let's check out Benny Loves You kill count. Let's get it. And following that, we'll check out the kill count updates.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James A. Janice, and today we're looking at Benny Loves You, a British-American film that premiered at film festivals back in 2019. Benny Loves You belongs to the killer toy subgenre, which includes the Child's Play series and a whole lot of full moon features. Like many of those movies, Benny Loves You is a horror comedy, with a lot of its humor coming from the absurdity of the titular killer toy. This movie is about as indie as it gets, created entirely by one man named Carl Holt. Holt wrote it, directed it, produced it, stars in it, helped do the cinematography, and even edited the goddamn thing. Oh wait, he also composed the score, did the impressive visual effects, and voiced Benny. Taking on so many roles in a production,
that's a lot of hats. Always get props to those folks who take on a lot of hats when it comes to movies, especially horror films.
Is usually ill-advised, but Holt had always wanted to make a movie and said he had a midlife crisis when he turned 40 and still hadn't gotten around to doing it.
There was a case of, if I'm ever going to do it, now I'm going to do it.
And so Holt spent the next 5 years making Benny Loves You, using mostly friends and family as crew. Though he had used an Elmo doll a decade prior in his short film Eddie Loves You, for his feature he designed an original character character named Benny. I am continuously impressed by how good Benny looks in the movie. It's hard to tell that it's not a real puppet. These are the kinds of visual effects most low-budget horror films would kill to have. And I love Benny's cute design, so I'm thrilled the distribution company sent me a Benny in the mail along with a copy of the film. I had never heard of this movie before they sent it to me, but I was so taken by the effects and kills, I decided to cover it on the show. I also found Holt surprisingly effective as an actor and a director. He gives his scenes a fun style and suspense that work as a loving tribute to the horror genre, without ever veering into obnoxious on-the-nose references. That said, the writing and humor left me unable to love the movie. The story is a mess, with a lot of montages serving as patchwork, the leading lady love interest is bereft of autonomy, and the weird sense of humor often doesn't land for me, especially when it focuses on child abuse and killing animals. It's dark humor that feels more mean than funny sometimes. While you watch this kill count though, I need you to keep in mind that making a movie is hard. It's difficult no matter what movie it is, and no matter what budget you have. For one dude to do everything Holt did with practically zero money is nothing short of incredible. I'm gonna be making criticisms and jokes because that's what I do, and because as a movie, that's what it deserves, good faith engagement. But no matter how much of Benny Loves You doesn't work for me, Carl Holt did the thing. He made a movie. That's more than I can say. All I've done so far is make a pretty solid YouTube series and land some kick-ass sponsors. Oh hey, speaking of which, I never thought I'd fall in love with bars of soap, but then came Dr. Squatch. They have so many great smelling soaps that they've truly enhanced my shower time. Oh hey hon, get my back? Thanks. Squatch is getting spooky this month too, with some special Halloween soaps. They call them Bricks of the Dead, and they're made with simple natural ingredients, just like all their other scents. You can see on—
In case you wonder, this is old, that's why. This is like, this came out this year, but it's like a little older. It came out a couple months ago.
The back of the box. Ooh, shea butter and ground vanilla vine? Don't mind if I do. Dr. Squatch's soaps smell so good that Chelsea can't help but use them either, meaning we both get to walk around just kind of sniffing on each other. Pretty nice. And when I throw on their all-natural deodorant too, oh boy, it makes me an aromatic delight. Right now, new customers can get 20% off on orders of $20 or more. Just use my code DSCDeadMeat and click the link in the description below. I loved my stuffed animals as a kid, but I don't think any of them ever killed for me. Benny though? Huh, just let me show you how much killing he does. The movie begins with a screaming brat. Okay, God! This nightmare child Ashley doesn't want her smelly old bear Todd anymore, and for that infraction, she must pay. This cold open is great, with the colored lights and dry ice smoke coming out of the toy box. In fact, these first 5 minutes would work real well as a short film on their own. Todd comes back from the trash to torment Ashley, all while repeating his catchphrase. You're special. Cheerily chanting special, Todd drags Ashley into a closet, and this movie has the guts to do what most movies don't. It kills a kid that not only kills her, but takes out her freaking eyes. Hot damn! Didn't see that one coming. You're special. Our proper story begins with voiceover narration.
Hey, you know, I gotta say it, especially when it involves kids. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
From Jack. He works at a toy company where no one likes his ideas, even though this disco robot is pretty cool, except that it was somehow accidentally named AIDS. Yeah, not all the humor works in this movie, although I do like George Colley as Jack's smarmy co-worker Richard.
It's Rashad, actually.
Huge JP from Grandma's Boy energy. Jack has a date with Tara, whom he calls stunningly bland, a bold charge coming from a dude whose bedroom decor is still stuck in adolescence. The sight of it damn near turns Tara into a final girl. Jack's turning 35 today, but still lives with his parents in their giant kick-ass home in the middle of nowhere. I can't blame him too much though. His parents look awesome. I'd love to hang out with them. Wait, Dad, watch out! Oh, what? Oh, I love that, Dad. Yeah, well, at least hey, Mom, wait, watch out!
What the hell?
My God! Yo, Jack, your awesome parents just got killed, dude. 10 months later.
What the hell? That was random as fuck. His parents is wow. Okay, that was random as fuck. Whoa!
Jack lives by his lonesome and is having trouble keeping up with the house's maintenance and mortgage. He tries working late to earn a promotion, which only earns him derision from Richard. That guy's riding high thanks to Roscoe, his impressive robot that earned Richard Design of the Year. Jack sees his boss Ron about the promotion, but since his toy designs are more juvenile than his bedroom decorations, Ron tells him he's fired instead.
It's just business. Sorry.
When Jack asks for mercy, Ron rehires him at a lower wage, and for that, he forces Jack to be grateful.
I just gave you a job. Give me a smile.
Jack decides he'll try being an adult human. He puts on an adult human costume and accepts that he can't keep living in this huge house all by himself. To make it more appealing to buyers, he cleans up his bedroom and packs away most of his toys, some of which were really Carl Holt's from his childhood. There's only one bright red bear that manages to give Jack pause.
Benny loves you.
Aw, it's Benny, and he loves you. Hell yeah. A flashback shows that when Jack was but a lad, he had a pretty big monster problem. Thing was on a first-name basis with him. Jack's mom, dressed up looking like a disco ball, gave him Benny as a protector, making Benny kind of like Rex, only he occasionally makes a questionable moan.
Oh, wow.
The first time I heard that was from the Benny they sent me in the mail, and I was not expecting it.
Wow.
Oh, Benny, calm down, buddy. Although Jack doesn't mind Benny's exclamations of ecstasy, he is trying to be more adult, so into the rubbish bin Benny the bear goes. And yeah, they say that thing's a bear, even though it's a dog if I've ever seen one. Put it behind a piano and it's fucking Ralph. That night, as a storm rages on
look like
outside,
Ralph.
a smoke and light show portends the arrival of a killer
shit.
plushie. Benny cuts the lights out and leads Jack to a display of death. He's murdered all of Jack's other stuffed animals. Even though Benny's the only survivor, and he's shot like a horror movie killer, Jack doesn't know he's responsible yet. He calls the police during an homage to Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh God, someone murdered all my teddies. Sorry.
The cops who come over are a good cop and a bad cop, but they don't do much other than insult Jack for being a loner and eat his biscuits that he doesn't keep in a box or anything? What the fuck? Now, before we leave Act 1, we're gonna need to introduce a love interest. So, here she is. Her name is Dawn, and she just got hired as a tech consultant. Though Claire Cartwright plays her well, Dawn is one of the most perfunctory romantic interests I've seen in quite a while. There is no reason for her to be into this guy, but she's thirsty for him after their first conversation.
You provide the toys, I provide the back end.
Jack racks his brain for ideas to impress Ron and keep his job, but by the time the weekend comes, he's still got nothing but piss. Well, Jack, two heads are better than one, so it's a good thing you've got a Saturday study buddy in bed right now. It's the head of this dude, David, who helped convince Jack to sell his house earlier. Benny bounces in, eager to show off his work to Papa. Yep, Benny loves Jack, I guess, even though we watched him throw the doll out, and the tagline of the movie is "Don't throw him out." I thought Benny would be pissed, but instead, he loves Jack. He even writes it on the wall in blood. Blood from David's headless body and viscera, which is littered all over the kitchen. This is brutal, Benny! Jack ditches the finger food and cleans up the mess in the montage, while Benny bounces around, intestines in hand. I love the way Holt animated Benny's movement. It looks like a kid is bouncing him along in pretend walking. The doll's floppy features were intentionally designed to emphasize that idea. Very creative motion instead of just having him walk around like a person like most films would do. Jack is in utter shock at the Killy Bear, but Benny's just excited to have Jack interested in him again.
Oh, wow.
Maybe a little too excited. Like a loyal dog, Benny does everything as a sweet gesture, even when it's grotesque or annoying. Quit spilling all that beer, Bear! Because of Benny's insistence that he loves Jack,
Benny loves you.
Jack agrees to let him stay, as long as there are no more messy murders. That shit takes multiple montages to clean up, and all Benny does is sit there and watch. They take care of David's body, and Jack sits down to work again, as Benny busies himself with knife practice and watching a horror movie. Aw, it's okay, little buddy. It's fun to be scared. That fake horror movie was one of the last things filmed and features Holt's friend, John Bowe, this movie's cinematographer, and basically 50% of its crew. The other half was Carl's mom, Shirley Holt, who's credited as a PA. She can be seen doing all sorts of things on set in the movie's 90-minute fly-on-the-wall making-of documentary included on the Blu-ray. This production was so bare bones, scenes were often shot with only Holt and Bowe, like when they turned Holt's garage into a fake basement. Jack is struck with inspiration and comes up with Scare Bears. A skeptical Ron gives him the go-ahead to proceed, so he starts working on the concept with a whole nother montage. During it, Benny dresses up in costumes like a 90s Halloween McNugget buddy, and Jack grows closer and closer to Dawn. We never hear what they're saying that makes them grow closer, because who needs dialogue when you're having a montage? Oh, Benny, what the fuck, bro? Don't kill cats during the montage. I bet this sassy gorilla guy wouldn't kill cats, Benny. He would just sing schoolyard tunes about bodily fluids.
Milk, lemonade, round the corner chocolate's made.
Dawn designed this gorilla when she wasn't too busy lusting over Jack, and she invites herself over to his house that weekend so she can get a taste of that protagonist meat. Ron pressures Jack into dog sitting the same night, so puppy Precious there might have to witness some man-eating. Since Jack's house is still up for sale, a realtor shows it to that woman Tara from earlier. It's a scene that's edited in a real funky way, where we see what's about to happen to her in quick flashes from the future. I understand that it's done to create jokes by contrast.
Nothing to be afraid of here.
But it's still weird. I don't like it. The realtor Phil is killed by Benny with a signpost that goes through his back and causes a whole bunch of blood to spray out. That's a lot of volume right there. He's not completely killed until a few minutes later, after Benny pours hot tea all over his face. This kill required fake blood that evidently didn't taste good. With the end of a post attached to actor David Wayman's chest, they sprayed fake blood all over the place, including onto Tara's actor Lydia Horahan. Since Holt shot this film at a friend's house free of charge, they had to make sure to keep things as clean as possible and paint over any walls they messed up. You can actually see protective plastic covering the door in this scene, but only if you're looking for it. After getting scalded by Benny, Tara climbs a ladder into the attic. Benny figures out that she's up there, but there's no time to pursue her. Jack is home, and Benny's gotta show off his work again. Jack gets pissed at the Benster since he has to bury another body in his backyard, so when his date night rolls around, he decides to put Benny in a bin in the basement. Sorry, little guy, but Jack's late for another montage. This one showing him getting ready for his date with Dawn. His dinner of chips and beans leaves a lot to be desired. Benny frees himself through the power of gravity and peruses the murder tool options on display. Ron shows up to drop off Precious, and oh man, you know this movie's gonna kill that dog. Seems to get a kick out of stuff like that. Sure enough, after Benny makes his selection, he kills the poor pug by throwing a hatchet into its back. Dawn and Jack chat by the fire, and she reveals that she too lost a parent on her birthday. When she was young, she had a doll named Amy that her dad thought was dead. The night before her birthday, her dad was found dead at the bottom of the stairs, apparently having tripped over Amy, who subsequently disappeared. I love this tragic backstory as a nod to Gremlins, but note that since we never see or meet Dawn's dad, I'm not gonna put him on the count. Kinda like how I don't put dogs on the count, no matter how much the movie likes to show us their dead bodies. Jesus, movie. The dead dog prop was made by Alistair Wright, who was hired last minute to replace their original effects artist.
About 2 weeks into shooting, he had a nervous breakdown and ran off with all the money.
Wright and makeup artist Claudette Frouchier did their best to deliver the gore with limited time and budget. A lot of the guts were made of liquid latex and paper towel. Holt says the movie was supposed to be much gorier, but honestly, dude, I think it's plenty bloody as is. Dawn finds Benny and fawns over how cute he is, and when Benny starts to look stabby, Jack says he doesn't like Dawn to get him to stop. So I guess Benny kills people who annoy Jack and people who get too close to him, but he doesn't hurt Jack, even though he's thrown him out twice, and the tagline of the movie says not to throw him out. Okay. Dawn still wants to jump Jack's bones, but he's got a dead dog to deal with. Good thing she waits for him in his bedroom alone for what seems like at least a half hour. Jack foils another one of Benny's attempts to kill Dawn, but in the process has to act like he was protecting her from Precious. That leads to him beating the shit out of this dog corpse and tossing it out the window right as Ron arrives to pick the pet up. Okay, good. We can be done with the extended dead dog sequence. At least it gave us a cameo from Carl's mom Shirley. The incident gets Jack canned from work, so even though Benny wants to celebrate his birthday, he tells the bear to leave him alone and stop ruining his life. Benny doesn't give up so easily, and that night he bugs Jack, acting just like Lucy does sometimes.
Play with me.
Not now, Lucy, I need to sleep. Benny leads Jack downstairs where he ta-das him a birthday gift. It's Ron. Benny's kidnapped him since he's somehow able to drive, and now Jack's boss is in his living room wearing a big red bow, looking like a pissed off Kiki. Jack decides to blackmail Ron for a promotion using a picture of him that would definitely get Jack in legal trouble. Some parts of this movie just don't make any fucking sense. Jack starts having fun on his power trip.
Now tell me you love being my bitch.
I love being your bitch.
But Benny doesn't want Jack to have any other playthings, so he murders him by throwing a garden tool into his neck. He then procures the ultimate gift, Ron's heart fresh from his chest cavity.
Ta-da!
Sick of the bloodshed, Jack nails Benny in a coffin and buries him in the woods. There, Jack. You can try to cheer up with this teary mini montage. It's not quite full length, but don't worry, montage maniacs. There will be more. There will be more. Dawn shows up at Jack's house and helps him clean up dog guts because, wait, what's that rustling in the woods? It can't be. By God, it is! Another montage! This one features loud electronic music that was, you guessed it, composed by Carl Holt. This man's moxie is impressive. During this montage, Jack and Dawn have a bloody good time cleaning up, while Benny has a dark night of the soul walking home by himself in the rain. I really can't believe how many montages this thing has. Right. Oh, hey Tara, how you doing? Still in the attic? That's cool. If that attic looks weird to you, it's because it's not real. I didn't notice it when I watched the movie, but this entire setting is CG. Benny Loves You was filmed back in 2014 and 15, before Holt spent 4 years doing all the editing, visual effects work, and sound design. He did it all on his home computer, animating segments and then letting them render for days. Sometimes he'd leave his PC rendering over a weekend, only to see that a small mistake was made. Then he'd have to start all over again. Benny acquires a burglar's mask and tries putting up warnings that he's going to kill Dawn, but she doesn't notice him, not even when he's hitching a ride on her car to the office. Holt says that there are only 2 or 3 shots in the movie that used a real Benny puppet. The rest is CG. I'm pretty sure one of the practical shots they used is this hilarious one of Benny on a lawnmower. Jack finds out that Benny's planning to murder his girlfriend, so he runs to the office where they laugh at him for saying Benny's a dangerous bear. The toy proves his master correct by stabbing Richard in the hand. Jack saves Dawn from Benny as Richard saves his hand from that knife. The 3 of them escape and lock the lounge door behind them, condemning these 10 co-workers to certain death. They're murdered by Benny in another sort of montage, but this one doesn't have a needle drop. It's more focused on the slaughter. Yeah, it's kind of fun. And Blondie, that bear is savage. In the end, Benny doesn't leave any of the 10 co-workers alive. Jack, Dawn, and Richard retreat to Jack's house and try to figure out a plan. Richard's not optimistic.
This is your time and odd, man. Your time and odd.
If you didn't catch it, that's the game over line from Aliens.
Game over, man. Game over.
Richard says it in French.
This is your time and odd, man. Your time and odd.
Because he's been saying French shit the whole movie. This follows an earlier reference to Sigourney Weaver's famous line from the same film.
Get away from her, you bitch!
Get away from her, you bitch!
Jack also quotes Terminator in this scene.
He can't be bargained with. He doesn't feel pity or remorse.
It can't be bargained with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse.
Together, they come to the inevitable conclusion. The only way they'll stop Benny is with a montage. Are you fucking kidding me? This thing is officially more montage than movie. I mean, the second their gearing up montage ends, Benny gets one of his own by making weapons out of things he steals from the mall. Once again, though, gotta respect the subtle-ish horror reference here, as Benny evokes Freddy from the OG Nightmare. Benny gains entry to Jack's house through the waterways, popping his little head out of the shitter. Benny, you nasty. At the same time, Dawn finds a gift made out to her from Benny. It's her daddy-killing doll from childhood, Amy. And now Amy wants to bring a sunset to Dawn. The Amy toy was one of the lowest tech efforts of the film. It was simply a doll they moved around with a hand off screen. All the robots, on the other hand, were completely CG, and of course, all designed and rendered by Holt. He motion captured his own movements using 2 Xbox Kinects, which he used because they were able to capture depth. The more you know. Jack finds Benny, who backflips out of the way of a fire attack. Jack sicks his new toy on Benny, a robot, giving us not a montage, but an all-out toy fight! Nice. Great animation and direction to this battle between 2 things that don't actually exist. This is clearly the part of filmmaking that Carl Holt most excels at. Dude would kill it as a dedicated visual effects artist. Benny finishes the fight with a frying pan and a sigh, securing himself a victory. Richard is still around, and he's got his own opponent, Roscoe, his award-winning robot. Richard rejected him in an earlier scene, saying the toy was old news.
Roscoe is so last year.
Roscoe gets his revenge when he kills Richard in a nasty way, slicing open his abdomen and using a vacuum to suck out his insides. Holy shit, y'all. Roscoe came to play! Jack and Dawn go back and forth in their respective toy fights until, for whatever reason, Benny and Roscoe start fighting each other. It's another well-choreographed scene between 2 toys fighting, and eventually Roscoe gets defeated thanks to some interference from Jack. The robot wheels away, and Benny stops attacking Jack. Dawn gets the best of Amy and stabs her former doll to pieces. But Benny comes in while she's distracted and manages to get her at knife point. Jack says he's sorry to Benny for taking him for granted and treating him poorly, and the apology is enough to get Benny to drop the knife. The toy embraces its master with a big old Benny hug, and with a kiss on the nose and one last little memory montage, Jack prepares to do what needs to be done. Before he can stab Benny though, Dawn saves the toy? What the fuck? Why would she even do that? Then Benny grabs the knife and jumps over Dawn, crashing through the window and landing in front of those two cops. They use a couple of airsoft guns to shoot Benny down in a dramatic depiction that's funny thanks to the intense sound design.
Really?
In the end, the injured Benny lands next to a distraught Jack, and the two of them fade out into a picture being packed by Jack 2 months later. He's finally leaving his house to move in together with Dawn, and the police agree to cover for him since it'd be weird to explain the whole Benny thing. The movie ends with a shot of Roscoe and Todd, just in case they want to make a sequel.
You're special.
Oh, wait, almost forgot about the post-credits scene. It shows Tara still stuck in the attic, having finally succumbed to hunger and skeletonitis, the bastard disease. How many bodies did Benny hypocritically throw away? Let's grab him and find out by getting to the numbers. Where did he go?
Oh,
God! Oh, God! Oh, God! Damn it, Benny! We already did that bit with Chucky! By my count, 18 people died in Benny Loves You. There were 10 male victims and 8 female victims, a nearly even pie chart because stuffed animals are for everyone. With a runtime of 94 minutes, that left us with a kill on average every 5.22 minutes. I'll give the golden chainsaw for coolest kill to Richard. The smarmy secondary antagonist needs to have a solid death, and he did. This thing does not suck on so many levels, only one. Dull machete for lamest kill will go to Tara, who was forgotten in the attic until she became a bastard Skelly. And that's it. Benny Loves You first premiered in 2019 and had a wider release this year in 2021. Though it has plenty of issues, I'm proud of Carl Holt for achieving his childhood dream. Until next time, I'm James A. Janice. This has been The Kill Count.
On the next Kill Count.
The time has come for Jason Voorhees to go where no horror franchise has gone before.
This is Jason X.
Thanks a lot for watching this extra kill count. I want to thank some patrons like Aaliyah For Sure, Tom Heisteman, Danny, Connor Lawrence, Tyler Hamilton, and Cerise Nova. Also, I really have to stress that Carl Holt did an incredible thing here. Guy messaged me on Instagram when I started following him, and I gave him the heads up. I'm gonna be honest about it, but dude, you made a fucking movie. He was super nice.
Alright, cool. So yeah, that's that for that. Now, a couple things I'm gonna do. One, I don't want to have to go back to this, but one of y'all would say I should have finished watching the last part of the Thanksgiving kill count, because I got over it afterwards. Let me get over to the Hellraiser bloodline. Anyway, it's after this part.
In 2012, and there are so many.
Hold on, here we go. All right, so yeah, y'all want me to see this? Somebody wanted me to see this part, so let me see what happened here.
Up Hellraiser for now. Until then, I'm James A. Janice. Go eat your turkey dinners. Thanks a lot for watching this piece of shit. I want to thank some patrons like Temporal, Michael Rupert, Dalton Bomer, and Charlotte Espley. And if you commented asking for Thanksgiving 3, did you even see the movie? Did you even fucking watch it? Did you even know what you were subjecting me to when you told me to do it? Did you think it was just like a regular fucking movie that I could have a fun time roasting? I had to fucking watch that thing. Right. Then I had to rewatch it while writing the script. You think I just fucking type up a thing with it on in the background? No. I do my research, even with this bullshit, man. By the way, Mad James, that's all an act, dude. I'm not actually pissed off at any of you, although I do hate this fucking movie. Fuck this movie. Be good people.
Alright, cool. So he did hate the movie, but he wasn't that pissed. So anyway, now I'm gonna get a bonus part of it, which is like a little second case called a second helping, or a little added dish. This is the kill count schedule and future plans. So we're going to take a look at what's going to be coming next for Dead Meat Kill Count. Let's get it.
I think we're dead meat. Real dead meat.
Go ahead and laugh, you guys. If I ever find a little bastards that did this, they're
dead meat.
Hey everybody, James A. Janice here. And since the end of the year is approaching, I just wanted to check in with you all and let you know how things are here at Dead Meat and let you know which kill counts you can expect soon. First off, before we get started, if you like this shirt or maybe that mug back there, this is a reminder that Dead Meat merchandise is back, baby! It's hosted on the Rooster Teeth store because Chelsea's Dead Meat podcast is part of the Roost, their podcast network. So it's kind of a long link right now, but if you check the description, it's there. Right now, we're selling a bunch of stuff with our logo on it, but in the future, we'll add designs that we previously offered. Just gotta find where those image files live. I'm about to let you know which movies I'll be covering on the Kill Count in December, but before I do that, just need to drive home this very important reminder. Starting in January, for the very first time ever, someone else will be temporarily hosting the Kill Count. And that person is longtime Dead Meat editor and recent Dead Meat producer, Zoran Gavoyich. Yeah!
Okay, I figured that.
Hey, I gotta waddle in here, because I don't think the camera's been adjusted yet for my height.
Yeah, we'll fix
Normally
that
there. There we go. Hey, man.
Hey, buddy.
I'm so excited to do this and terrified, absolutely terrified of what you're gonna say. But man, have I been working hard on all the Tremors stuff. So much Tremors. I haven't even seen my fiance.
All right, buddy, you are a huge Tremors fan, right?
Yes.
So
yes,
the series is in good hands?
Yeah, well, I'm not covering Tremors, the series.
Okay, no, I mean the franchise is in good hands?
Oh, of course.
You will be covering all 7
Yes,
Tremors
I will
movies.
be covering all 7. The original 4 by the original creators, and then the other 3 by some other folks, and you'll get to hear my opinions on that.
And these kill counts will be coming out every other week, starting January 14th.
Nice.
Oh yes, halfway through January.
So,
That'd be good to watch that.
You have none of the script.
That'd be good to watch Tremors series all here and there though, because that was an odd but crazy series though.
None of this is scripted. You just have me
Oh, you saw the
wandering in
first
here.
one,
I don't know
yeah.
what you want me to do.
It's all right, man. Speaking of scripts, actually, just a reminder that every kill count up until this point was written entirely by me. Occasionally, Zoran would pitch a joke, or assistant Ben would, throw a line in there, but all these scripts have been written by me, and that's not going to be the case for Tremors. Zoran has been hard at work writing those scripts.
Oh yeah, all 7 of them are all written up. There's probably going to be a few puns in there. I'm sorry.
Yes, because Zoran, of course, created They Talk,
They
a
Talk,
very pun-heavy show earlier this year.
Now that is how you pun, bitches.
But the Tremors episodes will still have the same Dead Meat editing team, and I am going through all the scripts and giving Zoran notes just to kind of tailor it to the kill count way while still being in his own voice. So it'll be a little different, but the same.
Exactly.
Tremors kill counts beginning in January, and be nice to him. I know he's not me, but he's still a good guy.
I'm cool. He made They Talk, so I'm cool with it.
James, if I could grow facial hair like you, I would, but I can't. But I can make a damn good Tremors kill count. So stay tuned in January for me and just so much me. It's gonna be great. We're gonna have fun. You're gonna like me, please. Any tips for me? Anything?
Make sure you don't say the wrong type of gun, because if you get it wrong, they'll fucking let you know, man.
Oh, I know.
Not me,
I'm
but
in the comments.
The comments can be brutal.
Okay, now on to the December kill counts. I'm not gonna give you an exact date-by-date schedule because, to be honest, some things are still currently up in the air. But I will let you know some things you can look forward to. First off, those action figures were in fact a clue, because the next kill count on Friday, December 10th will be Mortal Kombat! The 2021 version. Yeah, it's not a horror movie. I fucking know. I don't care, dude. Consider this the only action movie franchise that I'm willing to cover on the kill count, because I fucking love it. Another kill count that I can guarantee will happen in December, I just don't know when, is Stitches. This is a 2012 movie out of Ireland about a zombie clown who kills teenagers. It's pretty low budget, but also super gory and a lot of fun. I just loved watching all these Irish teens talk shit to each other. It's honestly pretty super badass.
Hey, thanks for coming.
Fuck you.
Damn.
That's Jeff. Funny guy.
2 more kill counts that I'm pretty sure I'll be covering are Escape Room 2 and the 2021 version of Candyman. Those were both really big horror releases this year and part of franchises that I've already covered on the kill count, so those seem like no-brainers to me. There will also be a Christmas kill count, although the movie I'm not too sure about. And then I'm kind of out of New Year's themed horror movies. I'm sure there are some out there, but instead what we're gonna do for the last kill count of the year is the big one, the one you've all been waiting for, the fucking Forever Purge.
You know
yep, y'all little...
You know I'm past the neck, you know, do purge movies because hopefully y'all respect that because I don't like encouraging and endorsing that.
Sweeties love it when I have to sit there and count the fucking background bodies, so that's what you get for the end of the year. The big blowout special, the Forever Purge. I haven't even watched that movie yet, so maybe there aren't that many kills. There's probably a lot of kills, huh? As far as non-kill count videos in December go, we got a few of those too. We got 2 more podcasts to finish up the year. They're both gonna be movie reviews, and one of them might even be a paranormal pool party. Also, hopefully coming out this weekend, if not pretty soon thereafter, we interviewed a bunch of people from the Chucky TV series. Creator and writer Don Mancini and the 4 main kid actors.
This was good. Then the season finale was crude and sad. For those who haven't watched it, definitely watch it, but yeah.
They were all super awesome to talk to because Chelsea and I are huge fans of Don and all of his work. And then the kids, turns out, were Dead Meat fans. So that was really awesome too. They're all so sweet. And then, of course, we'll be in 2022, which I'm really excited for because on January 21st, Chelsea and I are finally getting married. We got engaged in 2019
congratulations.
and hoped for an October 2020 wedding, and then that didn't happen. And a couple of delays later, we are finally ready to go. Obviously, I'm not going to be that available during that month because I'll be getting married.
So that's why he's Zron is taking his place because he's gonna be about to be a married man and enjoys his the wedding life for a minute. Nice.
That's why Zorn will be taking over for the Tremors kill counts, which will come out every other week. Not every week, so don't expect that. Here's the other thing, though, is it's actually gonna be a little while until I come back and do another kill count after that. I mean, with Zorn doing the Tremors kill counts, and that's 7 movies every other week, that's gonna take us into April. But even after that, it's gonna be a few more months until I'm back here on the set hosting another kill count. To be entirely honest, I'm burnt out, guys. I've been doing kill counts and Dead Meat for the past 4.5 years, and I've rarely taken a break during that time. In fact, aside from Chelsea, Dead Meat has been the #1 thing in my life. It's always there. It's always something I'm thinking about, I'm working on. I rarely take days off. I don't have weekends. I don't have off hours. Most days are staying up late to work and getting up early to work some more. And it's okay because I fucking love it. I have the best job in the world. I get to talk about horror movies. It's something I'm so passionate about. And I get to make kill counts, which is a show that I'm so fucking proud of. Seriously, these videos are things that I wish existed when I was a younger horror fan. And I love making them now and watching them back before I upload them and just admiring all the work that me and the entire team has put into them.
I think since I'm not gonna watch that Forever Purge, I'm gonna check out that Blade New Year's just around New Year's time.
I just can't deny that I'm super burnt out, and it's not something that just a 1-month break is gonna fix. I need an extended period of time where I'm just not thinking about kill counts. And that doesn't just mean not releasing them, it also means not writing scripts to bank up for future episodes. I just need to allow myself to think about other things for a minute. So being entirely honest, I don't think that I'll be back hosting a kill count until the summer of 2022.
Oh, wow.
I know that seems like such a long time, but it'll be here before you know it. And then I'll be back, and I promise to come back because I'm not tired of Dead Meat and I'm not bored of kill counts. Like I said, I'm proud of this show.
Plus, it gives me time to check out some other kill counts I haven't checked out yet either, so that's good.
What it does for the horror genre. But I feel myself forcing the work right now, and I don't want the show or myself to suffer because of that. During my break from kill counts, I'll still be around, all right? I'll probably be releasing some short form content on the channel. We're gonna play around with that a little bit. And I wanna release other videos that aren't kill counts or podcasts that are just fun videos to me. Like, did you guys know that we did a pumpkin carving video with 2 of the actresses from the Halloween movies, Danielle Harris and Kathleen Kinmont? It's like a 45-minute video of Chelsea and I just shooting the shit with them, talking about stuff. I love that video and I want to make more stuff like that, but I can't when all I can think about is the next kill count that needs to get done. Also, Chelsea and I do have aspirations outside of YouTube. I don't want to say too much about it right now because you never know what happens with development, but we are working on getting a movie produced. This is something that Chelsea's been working on for years and I recently got attached to it, and it's actually moving along in the process with our really good friend who wrote the script and other producers and a director involved. So if things go right, you may see a movie released by Dead Meat Productions sometime in 2022. But for projects like that to succeed, I have to be able to focus on them.
Of course.
And again, that one's from a script that a friend of ours wrote. Maybe I want to try writing a script myself. I just need the time and the right headset in order to do that. So basically, what I'm just asking for is a little bit of trust right now. I've worked tirelessly on this channel for the past 4.5 years.
Hey, James, I trust you. You've been doing your thing for Dead Meat, man. I got into it because I got into it and it became part of my kill counts. I mean, my kill count, my reaction vids and everything. Folks, I love my reaction to your kill counts. So yeah, You did your thing, man. Have fun. Be a married husband, man.
And I just need you to trust that I still care about it and that I still care about all of you as viewers. I'm not abandoning this by any means. I just want it to be the best thing it can be. And as much as I love the kill count, I don't want to wake up in another 5 years and look back and realize that the only thing I did in that time is another 300 kill counts. I gotta do something bigger than that, you know? When the kill counts do return, they'll also probably be a little different. We're about to invest in a lot of money in having this whole room transformed. We're talking a bigger set, more lighting, more built-in shelves. We're even having like a lighting grid installed in this room so I don't just have tripods with lights all over the place. So it'll look different, and it might also sound a little different, because what I might do is enlist a co-writer or co-writers to help me write more episodes. Like I said with Zoran, so far every single kill count has been written by me and just me, and that by far takes up the most time in making a kill count. If I want to do other things but keep the kill count going, I might have to enlist another writer, and that'll necessarily bring some changes along with it. Not to toot my own horn that much, but I think that my writing voice is pretty unique and specific to myself. If I bring on someone else, it'll probably sound a little bit different, even if I'm still the one hosting. But I will always make sure that each and every episode is up to my standards.
I never knew that he was actually writing this way stuff. He said, I thought it was all natural. Wow. He's good. This is good then. He's very good.
So again, I'm just asking you to trust me here. Chelsea and I and everyone at Dead Meat are so grateful for all of you. I really mean that, and you know, I'm scared to release this video. I'm scared to see what people say in the comments. I'm scared what it means for the future of the channel if I'm not hosting kill counts every week, but it's what I have to do for the betterment of the channel and for myself. And again, I'm just asking for some trust and support from all of you. I've seen lots of comments throughout the years saying that I should take a break, and now that I'm going to, I hope that you all understand. We're not quite there yet. We still have December ahead of us, but I just wanted to let you all know so that no one's taken by surprise. And if you're someone who really doesn't like change, then I just wanted to let you know now so that you have this last month to enjoy the kill count as it is now. I also think that the Forever Purge is a good way to end this chapter of the kill count. But again, it's not going to be over. You got Zoran hosting kill counts in the beginning of next year, and then during the summer, I'll get back to it. It'll just look different and maybe sound a little different. But guys, there are so many more movies that I've got to cover. The Hannibal franchise, The Exorcist, Psycho, all the new ones getting released, all the old ones that people don't know about, and everything in between that I will either love or maybe I'll hate, but you might like it. I guess that's all I have to say. I'm so happy and proud of everything that Dead Meat has become, and I'm so excited for everything that it will be. We're not done, folks, so again, please don't worry. We're just growing up a little bit, because that's part of life. Thanks, everyone. Be good people.
Anything else, George? Alright, that was good, yo. Hey, James, man. I totally understand. Definitely take your time. Enjoy being a new husband with your new wife and everything. Enjoy it. Take your time. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, don't want to be burned out. You don't want this channel to go downhill. And I feel that Zoran will keep it in good hands and to get back. And I feel like the new changes will be also well too, because you've been through it before. You know, the earlier kill counts, like I said, you was like, you know, just reading it off, and then you develop more and more, you grow more and more. You know what I'm saying? So, dude, so James will be good, man. Plus, there's a lot of kill counts I haven't reacted to yet that I can catch up on as well too. Because at one point I was thinking about doing a series, but you know, too many new kill counts kept coming out, so it's hard to catch up. But other than that, next week, not next week. This ain't next week. Next week, I'm probably going to return to the every other day doing the Friday 13th recounts. Depends on when there's I think it's next one that this will be that the Stitches one and more coming. I'm not sure when, but either way, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and who was it that DK? I think it was DK. I guess I hope you're happy. I did a little. I reacted to the last part of Face Killing 3 for you. That's my fault. I got out of it quick because you know I was annoyed from that movie. But other than that, it's your boy T-Bear signing off. One love.